What is up, everybody? It is Johnny here, back with my latest video. And as promised, as I posted in my community page, today I'm going to be doing an unboxing, in-depth review of the two new releases from Sony Legacy, celebrating the 50th anniversary of Elvis Aloha from Hawaii. So today we are going to unbox and check out the new vinyl that came out, the new 2LP vinyl of the original Aloha from Hawaii album. So we're going to check that out, which will probably be pretty quick in the review. And then we're going to do an unboxing and review of this, the new 50th anniversary box set of Aloha from Hawaii, 3-disc and 1 Blu-ray included in this. So let's go ahead and get started with this review right now. So these two Elvis Presley releases just came out this past Friday on August 11th. I got mine from Amazon. Surprisingly, they were not damaged, so I was very happy about that. So, but I did go ahead and open these up already and check them out just to check, especially with the vinyl. Everything was good. Nothing came in damaged, so that's always a good thing. So we're going to just go ahead and do an unboxing. I'm going to show you everything, and I'm going to give you my little review of each release. So we'll probably start with this release first. We're going to start with the 2LP vinyl. So this is a new 2LP reissue of the original Aloha from Hawaii album from 1973. And it replicates it pretty well. So let's just go ahead and unbox it and I'll tell you what I thought about it. So here we go. So here's the front. Alright. Here's the back. There's your track listing. You can pause if you like. The original track listing of the original album and show. And here is your hype sticker. And I will read it for you. It says, Elvis Aloha from Hawaii, 50th Anniversary Edition 2LP, featuring Burning Love, Steamroller Blues, and American Trilogy and Suspicious Minds. Original album remastered by Vic Anasini. So this whole album, it just says remastered. And I was trying to look up other credits maybe of the mixing. So I'm guessing this was mixed and mastered by Vic Anasini out of, I think, Battery Studios in New York. So he always does a great job. So let's just go ahead and do our unboxing of this release. Now, of course, if you guys know me, I do not take the shrink off my releases. Again, this looks like the original album. So the original gatefold looks like the original gatefold of the original album. But on the inside, it's a little different and it's pretty cool. Actually, with this release, there's nice printed sleeves. So let's pull out the first one and see what we got. So here is the first, maybe I'll do it this way. The first sleeve. Right here, and I gotta say right now, man, this is a beautiful sleeve. Beautiful picture. You can almost put this in a frame, really, and frame the sleeve itself. It's awesome. So here is the front of it. And over here is the back. Here's some more imagery from Aloha from Hawaii with all the credits, and even right here it says mastered by Vic Anasini at Battery Studios in New York, New York. So there you go. So there we have that. Trying to fight that glare for you guys. But it's really awesome. Beautiful, beautiful sleeve. I love the picture. I love the imagery. Now let's check out the vinyl. I'll show you what it looks like. Now, of course, it's not like the original vinyl having the quad labels. This just looks like the irregular orange RCA label of the day. There you have it. The vinyl looks beautiful. Couldn't find any imperfections, which is always a good thing. Because I feel like lately I've been having horrible luck with that. So glad to see that this is undamaged. So there you have the first LP. Next, we have the second LP, and this is the front of the sleeve. It almost replicates the original sleeve with this photo, but it has added advertisement of the Elvis on Tour box set that came out earlier this year, which was a great box set, by the way. If you don't own that, you should definitely own it. It really is great. And the back of it replicates the original sleeve from the 1970s original release. So yeah, so let's check out the vinyl. Here is side 3 or side C. And there is side D for you. Boom. All right, so there you have the original or the new reissue of the 1973 original album of Aloha from Hawaii. Now, let's talk about what I think of this release real quick, shall we? So what I thought about this release, as far as the packaging and everything goes, it does a great job replicating the original album, obviously. It looks like the front, looks like the original front, looks like the original back, the inside gatefold. I love the new picture sleeves on the inside with the imagery of Aloha from Hawaii. I love the hype sticker. I think it's cool. I always love the hype stickers they do for the Elvis releases. Now, as far as how it sounds, I do not know, because currently right now my record player is not hooked up. But I would assume that this sounds great, because Vic Ancini, he's been doing a lot of Elvis releases throughout the years. I would say for the past maybe 10, 15 years almost, that he's been doing Elvis releases. So I would assume that this is great. I assume there's not going to be many complaints. Now, I do have a complaint about this release a little bit. Now, it's not with the show or anything like that. I just wish it came out with a big 4 LP box set of the original Aloha from Hawaii show and the rehearsal concert, which they did do on an older LP box set. This is from 2013. This is the Legacy Edition that came out on Music on Vinyl back in 2013. So it's this right here. I own this. This is actually getting harder to find. I want to say it goes for about $80 to $100 now. Very hard to get in the US. Maybe easier in overseas. I'm not really sure. I just wish it could include both shows on the new 50th anniversary release. But what are you going to do? And actually, when you compare the two, as far as the quality of the pictures, when you look at them in person, the quality of the new one is so much better. But this is a great release. It contains a rehearsal show too, and all the insert songs that were inserted for the US broadcast. But I just think it's a little bit a shame that they didn't include it on the new 50th anniversary. But I guess they're just spotlighting the original album, which is whatever. And I actually also noticed from another, I think on a Facebook page group, people showing this release, there is a mistake on this release. It's back here when they're talking about the original Aloha from Hawaii show and album. It's right here. Maybe you guys can see it. Maybe you can't. But it says the catalog number, Aloha from Hawaii via satellite, released. The original album was released February 15th, 1973. Original recording engineers, I can't say his last name, but he did a lot of Elvis's albums, and Dick Baxter. Recorded live at the Honolulu International Center Arena, January 24th, 1973, 12:30 a.m. So it was really, as we all know, if you're a big Elvis fan, it was January 14th. So it's like somebody said on one of the Facebook pages, they said they're trying to keep up with mistakes like FTD. So I don't know why they make mistakes, man. I don't know why they look over these things before they release it. I think it's kind of crazy. But yeah, so there you have the new 50th anniversary edition on LP of the original Aloha from Hawaii album. I think all in all, good release. This was I paid about $40. No, I apologize, about $35 for this. This was about $35 on Amazon. Still available, good. I don't think it's going to sell out. You should try to get on there if you can. And hopefully it doesn't come in damage, just we all know how Amazon could be. So I'm sure a lot of people are waiting for this part of the video. This is me showing now the new 3 CD, 1 Blu-ray, new Sony Legacy set for the 50th anniversary of Aloha from Hawaii. So we're going to unbox this, and then we're going to talk about what the contents in this. So let's just go ahead and just get started. This part will probably take a while. So let's just get started. So here's the front. I'm going to show the front and the back. Love that photo. It was on the sleeve of that other release. Love that photo. There's the spine of it. Very nice. There is your hype sticker. Okay, so I'm going to read the hype sticker for you guys again. It says, Elvis Aloha from Hawaii via satellite, 50th anniversary. 3 CD, 1 Blu-ray edition. All new audio, newly mixed by Grammy award-winning producer Matt Ross Spang, which is freaking amazing. CD1 is original full-length TV broadcast concert. CD2 is the rehearsal show. CD3 is the complete after show, bonus songs, and rehearsals. And then this is probably the big reason why a lot of people are going to buy it. This is the Blu-ray. It says Blu-ray Aloha from Hawaii concert plus a rehearsal concert plus bonus songs. And then you see here on the hype sticker there is a QR code. If you guys don't, in case you guys are curious, that's a QR code to the Elvis the Music website from, I guess, RCA or Elvis Presley Enterprises or whatever. Just a little website for elvisthemusic.com, which has been around for years. So there you go. So yeah, so there we go. Now let's just break into this thing. I guess first we'll show the discs. So this thing right here, this is the gatefold type thing that holds the disc. What they always do with these box sets. So let's check it out one by one. So let's open her up. Very nice. And here we have where all the discs are held. Now let's do this side. Look at that. Here's the other CD and here's the Blu-ray. So, show it one more time. Now we'll show this. Alright, so there you go. Now I'm going to show you one of the discs because all the discs look the same. So here you have CD1. This is what all the discs look like. Typical. Now let's check out the spot that holds the Blu-ray right here. So we have it right here in this little pocket in its own individual sleeve, which is pretty cool. Looks like a little album or something, man. That actually looks pretty nice. Almost like a, I don't know, maybe a reel-to-reel box or something. But there you go. A little simple thing. And here is the disc itself, the Blu-ray disc. Boom, right there. There you go. There's the back, in case you want to see it. Ooh, there's me. So, all right. So that's the disc right there. Now let's go ahead and check out the book. All right, so let's check out the book now, shall we? So we're going to check this out. There's the front and the back of the book. Now let's go page by page. We'll check out all the imagery that is in here. Here we have this. This was like Elvis getting ready for having a press conference. I think that was in like November of '72 when they announced the original Aloha from Hawaii show. And he had another press conference about the show. Looks like here is Elvis arriving in Hawaii. And of course along the way you see all the different memorabilia and all that stuff and promotional stuff. I love this photo. This is a very good photo of him. Nice profile shot. Isn't that on the other page? This the Q8 tape. Huh, I guess it's a little different. I don't know. All right, let's move forward. I don't know. I'm sorry I stopped in the middle of that, guys. I was just curious. There we go. I always like that picture right there. This one, very nice action shot. Looks like Elvis at the end of the Aloha show. This is cool. I'd love to own this. I own a few reel-to-reel tapes, but there is a reel-to-reel of the Aloha album. And then here it is, all the song credits and all that good stuff about the release and all the tracks. All right, so that concludes showing all the whole package. Okay, so now let's just go ahead and review what I thought so far. All right, so the package I think is great. A lot of good imagery to it. It's very similar to the early release we got earlier last year, which I actually have right here, the FTD release. But it looks like the original album, almost the same, pretty much the same concept, minus the Blu-ray, of course. But I love the look of the box. Love that shot, man. Love it. I think they did a great job with the box. Awesome. Now, as far as this thing that holds the CDs, like me and many other people out there, we are not fans of these because this tends to scratch up all the disc. And actually, to be honest with you, these discs were not scratched this time, which is a good thing. But usually these pockets scratch up the disc, and this time around it did not. But I wish it would just go away from this. I think a lot of the people would agree. But yeah, so this is very nice too. Very nice stuff. Now the book itself, awesome. Typical what you expect from these Sony Legacy releases. I read it. It talks about, you know, leading up to the Aloha special. You know, recollections from different people around Elvis, band members, all that stuff. Talking about Elvis' career, where it was at the time. And they even talk about the mastering of the album, and the original album, and the mastering of the new album, and how Matt Ross Spang decided how to do it and all that. So there's a lot of good information here, though. Really is cool memorabilia. Always enjoy reading these books. There's always a cool little read on this. Really enjoy it. Good stuff. And yeah, FYI, they got Ronnie Tutt as a credit in here this time. Good job there, Sony Legacy. Now I'm just going to talk about this release as a whole as far as the mastering. Like I said, this was done by Matt Ross Spang, mixed by him, and then mastered by Vic Gancini. So these broadcast shows, now in 2022 we got the FTD version of this new release, minus the Blu-ray. So they're very similar, but they held back the new mastering of the rehearsal show from January 12th. In this old box set, it had still the 2013 version, which was still good, but it's all been updated in this box set. And actually, so as a whole, how did this box set sound? Guys, this is the best that the content from Aloha from Hawaii has ever sounded. And everything was from Matt Ross Spang on this release, except for the rehearsal show. So the really big thing I had to listen to in this new release was the rehearsal show, and I listened to it from start to finish. Huge difference. They did great justice to the rehearsal show. Before that, we just had the 2013 mix, which wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at the time compared to the original 1988 release of the show, because that was the first time. This is basically the third time it's been released, the rehearsal show. But yeah, man, the mastering on this box set, amazing. He does great balancing work. I think he has a formula, Matt Ross Spang, the way he balances things. I think he really puts attention on the bass sound. I think he puts, and it kind of explains it in the box set when you read the contents. He puts Elvis's voice in the center. Basically how everything is, with Elvis's live shows, based really how everything is set on stage. Elvis is in the center, and I think you can tell everything else, like the other background singers are on this side, and just the sound of the instrumentation all around. It's great. It really is great. But everything is just balanced so well, and you really cannot complain about it. I heard some people say they weren't impressed. I don't know how they wasn't, but that's their opinion. But my opinion, this is the best that all the content from Aloha from Hawaii has ever sounded. Ever, really. So I am really happy with the sounding of this box set. Okay? So that's what I think about that. So let's talk about the main buying point, probably, of this box set. It is the Blu-ray that is contained in this set. So what is contained on this set? Well, it has the original rehearsal concert from January 12th. Then it has the Aloha from Hawaii concert itself, the one that was broadcast around the world except for in the US on January 14th. And then we have the post-concert insert song sessions, which were insert songs that were to be included in the American broadcast that would air in April. So that's what's contained on here. So right away, red flag for me about this release. And I was already skeptical when I heard there was a Blu-ray and what was contained on it. So, where's the rest of the content that was contained, that was made or available of Aloha from Hawaii? Well, let me remind you guys. So back in 2004, all the way back in 2004, almost 20 years ago now, we got this. The Elvis Aloha from Hawaii Deluxe Edition DVD. Now this DVD was amazing and is still amazing. Now, it has 2 discs on it, but this contains a lot more content. It just doesn't contain the stuff that it says on the new Blu-ray. This also contains, let's see. It also contains Elvis arrives and greets the fans. That's when Elvis comes down from the helicopter. Out of the helicopter, greets the fans in Hawaii when he comes out of the helicopter when he first arrives. Okay? And then it has a rehearsal concert and it has the Aloha from Hawaii concert. And then we have the post-concert insert songs, which is included on the new Blu-ray. Cool. But this is a big thing for me. Elvis Aloha from Hawaii, the NBC special. This is the American version that appeared in America, how America saw it, with the original banners and all that. Why isn't the When Elvis Arrives footage and the American broadcast included on this release? I don't know. It actually is kind of frustrating. The reason why it's frustrating is back in 2018 when they did the 50th anniversary of the 68 comeback special, everything that was available, but at the same time they came out with this in 2004, they also came out with a deluxe version. It was a 4-disc set of the 68 comeback containing everything. Like all the different takes from the production numbers, everything. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. It's all contained on this box set on 2 Blu-rays. So that tells me easily everything that was on this release, there's a Blu-ray holds a lot. All this stuff could have been on this Blu-ray. So it's a big damper for me, man, with this release. It really, really is, because everything could have been put on Blu-ray. Now, the big thing next is how did it look and all that good stuff. Now, I know I'm probably going to get crap for this, what I'm about to say. But honestly and truly, people, and I remember I got crap for it when I said it about this release of the Blu-rays contained in the 68 comeback special. There's not really asking me, is there an upgrade in picture and in quality of Blu-ray, like in HD? I hate to say it, people. For me, not really. You can see it a little bit, especially on the close-up shots of Elvis. But other than that, I hate to say it, I really don't see that much of a difference. And I'm sure there's only so much they can do with the videotape. It is probably, it's a very old videotape. It's 50 years old. But I mean, they probably could have done a better job. You could even go all the way going back with this, painstakingly remastering this frame by frame, cleaning it up. Probably could be very great, but I think they just literally, I feel like they just literally just transfer it and that's it. There's not really much work put into it. Painstakingly, I wish they would put more work into these Blu-ray releases of these concerts. So, with that being said about the Blu-ray, and some of the stuff that's not contained on here is not on here, this is probably not the last time we're going to see Aloha from Hawaii. And maybe even not in the 68 comeback special. Maybe one day they'll actually do a big, effort of cleaning all this visual stuff up and releasing it on Blu-ray or 4K or whatever. So, that's what I really gotta say about it. Is it cool to have it on Blu-ray? Yes, but why couldn't we have all the content? And as far as how it looks, didn't make that much of a difference. Maybe you could tell here and there in some spots, but not much of a difference. And oh yeah, FYI, on the broadcast version of Aloha from Hawaii on here, And I remember on another channel they mentioned this, and I did not notice it until they mentioned it. I think it was CJ Horton from the CJ's Den YouTube channel. He mentioned when he's introducing the band members, for whatever reason, when he gets to the Sweet Inspirations, he uses that part when he's introducing the Sweet Inspirations. He uses that clip from the rehearsal concert. Always wonder why they did that. Don't know why. Maybe there's something wrong. Maybe there was something wrong with the videotape in that area on the tape, so they had to use the rehearsal part. I don't know. I couldn't really tell you. But then it goes right back to, you know, the broadcast from January 14th. So that's always been a mystery. Maybe we'll never know why that happened that way, but it did. Or maybe there was a problem with the broadcast and it cut into the rehearsal. Because that's what the rehearsal show was for the in case something wrong with the broadcast. But I'm just guessing. I really don't have a definite answer for you on that. Alright, so I'm at my verdict with these releases and what I thought about them. Let's talk about the vinyl really quick. So am I happy with the vinyl version, the new vinyl version of Aloha from Hawaii? I am, but I think it would have been cool to have this as a 4LP box set, including the rehearsal show, but, you know, whatever. I am happy with this. I think it's cool that it did get reissued and remastered again, because it really hasn't been available as a reissue in a while. It was available on the Music on Vinyl release I showed you. It was also available on Friday Music, but I don't even remember seeing that release when it came out. I just think it's very hard to come by. And actually the Music on Vinyl version is getting very hard to come by too as well. But that also included the rehearsal show. But the Friday Music was like this. It just contained the original album. But I do think it's great that it's available again for people to buy. For the most part, I'm happy, and they have good mastering on it with Vic Ancini. I'm sure this sounds amazing. Like I said, I didn't get to listen to it, but I'm sure it's amazing. So that's what I gotta say about this. So am I happy with this for the most part? Yeah, I am. So now my final verdict with the new CD box set, the 3 CD, 1 Blu-ray. Am I happy that I bought this? Do I recommend getting it? I'm happy, but I'm like half and half with it. Because for me, now the things I am happy with, it's this whole box set was, you know, remixed great. It sounds amazing. It's supposed to be the next thing. It's supposed to be a high point, but it's a damper for me. Is the Blu-ray. Again, why couldn't it just have all the content in here on this Blu-ray? And not only that, you really can't see that big of a difference. But as far as people who want to buy this, I think it is better. It is a better deal because if you bought the FTD release, this is $65. And with this, you get a Blu-ray with it, an extra disc, and this was like, you know, $40, $45. So it's a good deal all the way around. So if you do want to get Aloha from Hawaii, I do recommend getting this. If you want to save a little money from getting the FTD set. And it doesn't contain a disc, and it's more money. So it just makes sense to get this anyways. So in a way, I am happy with it. Do I think this is the last time we're going to see Aloha from Hawaii? Especially with the visual part? Probably not. Hell, I even think with the 68 comeback special, maybe one day they'll clean up all the content frame by frame and release it. And it would look amazing. It could probably look so much more amazing, this release. Or the broadcast concert of this time of Elvis's career. But, you know, that's what I think. Am I happy I got it? Yeah, I am, but I'm just a little bit disappointed with some stuff. That's all. But anyways, people, you know what? I think that concludes my review, my unboxing, and my review of it, and what I thought about this box set. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope I gave you guys some information along the way and what I thought, and help you if you want to decide if you want to get this or not. And that's really about it. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you to all my subscribers, new subscribers. I've been getting a lot of subscribers lately. I really appreciate you guys out there. Check out the links in the video of this video. Check out links to my eBay store. I am now shipping worldwide, other parts of the world on my eBay store. It's open for everybody to see now. So I'm very happy about that. So check that out if you'd like to check out what I have for sale. But thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next one. So see you later and Goodbye.